TOMz.
Welcome to your favorite part of the afternoon. This is the very time where you get to watch it TOMz right here on SABC One, Mzansi for sure.
We actually cycled to studio today. This is like, let's just try other ways to actually get to studio today.
Definitely, it was really great. It's like a show bicycle to shower more. You have seen the best part was Bengena traffic.
Without using the same mode of transport from point A to point B, of course. Because as we learned tonight, we find one way of doing things and stick to that way, not knowing, but on the other side, it could actually be better.
Definitely, as a teen and me and I have actually fallen in love with cycling. I go mnandi bafethu azogibela bicycle lakho. Wena noma ikuphi la uthanda khona we esimoto iyakulimita.
And yes, into midnight today bicycle njalo namhlanje sabe singena iSoweto ngayo bicycle le.
We'll also be showing you the history and the future of the transport. Okwamanje ke asiphosi kahle kahle siniphathile.
Coming up on TOMz.
So what's the difference between amabhasi, amabicycle, futhi namatekisi? What makes them so special?
Come with us as we hit the streets of Soweto on the ultimate ride.
Talk about what gears are all about and why bicycles are designed in a specific form.
Now, which came first between buses, bikes, or taxis? Find out when we go back in time.
Now, light travels faster than anything else on Earth, so what would happen if you rode your bike at that speed?
Into the future to see where transportation in Mzansi is heading. Masambeke. Definitely.
Sesanbuza lapha Facebook page yethu ukuthi kahle kahle wona lapha kangathanda ukusebenzisa yipi mode of transport. Usandile Ntuli athi ibus.
Usabele ke nakibethe ngathi uyazi bazabe sithetha ngalokho unyawo namhlanje ukuthi yena bicycle.
Na bafethu ku easy kakhulu bufuna ufana noSandile kanye noSabelo on Twitter na Facebook sikhona kwamanje sami soze ukuthi abanye abantwana bona bathini.
What's your name?
Njabulu.
Njabulu Grand.
Yeah.
Okay, Njabulu ngifuna ukuyana ne. Boy yetown uvaya ngani?
Ngemoto.
Okay, why uhamba ngemoto?
Because la ngihlala khona kusekudeni and nasemall kusekudeni.
Okay, cool. But hamba yetown, what do you use? What form of transport do you use?
I use a car.
Do you think it's the best?
Yeah, it's the best.
Why?
Because if you currently it's easy to go and you don't have to spend anything.
Ufuna ukuyana phakathi kwebicycle ne? Nebus. Nemoto. Bocabanga yini izowina baba ngathi ziya race manje?
Hayi, khethi bicycle.
Why bicycle?
Because lo muntu lo uyalreya and use energy yakhe ukuthi akhona ukufika lapha and manje la ngebicycle there's no traffic but makahamba ngemoto ine traffic la endleleni.
Okay. Clement.
Yeah.
Okay, ngifuna ukuyana Clement ne. Phakathi kwebicycle nebus nemoto yini engawina baba ngathi ziya race manje?
Imoto.
Ngoba
is the fastest.
Okay, pera my boy.
Say.
Ogran.
Sure.
Umnandi.
Sharp.
Fresh 100.
More than.
What's your name?
Mfana Futhi.
Okay, Mfana Futhi mina ngifuna ukuyana Joe. Phakathi kwebicycle nebus nemoto yini engawina baba ngathi ziya race manje?
Imoto.
Ngoba?
I-fast and portable, like faster, like the engine yakhona it's even more strong ukudlula ezinye, so the accelerator fast.
Okay, cool. What's your name?
My name is Precious.
Okay, Precious, I want to know, between a bicycle and a bus and a car, what do you think is the fastest?
Okay, I would say it's a car.
Why?
Because, yeah, I mean, in the engine, it's portable.
Yeah.
I mean, young fanela, and it's the fastest. Yeah.
Okay, Ngfunukana, would you ever ride a bicycle?
No.
Amara, how? Ungaba?
It's difficult to ride a bicycle. So think ukuthi bheke wedi njani manje. Uqabanga ukuride ibicycle ukusuka ekhaya ngemall. Yo le khaza lizongenzani?
Okay, Njabulu, ngifuna ukuyana ne.
Ayingeke kid, ayingathi bekumnandi kakhulu. Futhi ngempela, thank you so much guys for participating. Manje ke, why don't you check out this awesome video insert?
Extreme or adrenaline sports are defined as activities where there is a high degree of risk to the participant. These types of sports are perceived to be dangerous and involve extreme physical exertion, height, and speed. For the sport, the participants need a certain skill set as well as highly specialized gear in case of accidents. Although it is advised to get proper training under the guidance of an experienced instructor, it is not uncommon for novices to participate in extreme sports. As depicted, these sportsmen are pushing themselves to the limit but appear as if they are comfortable. Shoo, it must be the adrenaline, man. Yazin.
So what type of transportation came first? Now before Lamalanga of motor cars, abantu bebe travel over long distances in carriages drawn by amash. Now the first taxi-like carriage appeared in London about 400 years ago. Now soon after that, the bus came in 1662.
Now the bicycle is the youngest and only showed up in 1817. Then it was called the running machine because it didn't have any pedals. Now men glided forward elegantly using their legs to propel them forward. Buses became steam powered or used electricity, taxis got electric batteries, and bikes got air-filled wheels that made the ride much smoother. Now when I see about was going to get the transport modes, but when
Well, bicycle it is propelled by abantu, futhi it uses way less energy per kilo and per kilometer compared to amatreni, amabhasi, futhi neimoto.
Oh, okay, ne. Umbethlani unoposa shem zibikes ungqa phambili. Wena ke bethlani ke ungqa phambili akasasizakala kuma generator umnxibelelwano. Kwangoku ke ubethna 7 kule siyabona.
Welcome back to Teenagers on a Mission right here on SABC One Mzansi for sure.
Now ke wena ubahlangi kaloku ubungekho namhlanje sena nge-transportation uba yintoni na kanye kanye but it's one of the things that we face each and every single day to move from point A to point B.
And while you might get really comfortable with that, there's actually a better way to do it. And that is by ukushoba ibhayisikili ngoba phela ibhayisikili ikusevela isikhathi, ikusevela imali nama-resources.
Pinjalo guy, now but what happens when you put a bunch of job workers together? Uthi mabanyawuze bona manje phaya eSoweto. But most importantly, usiyelidi wathi wona asikhedi, uyazi nyawuze bofyena. Let's go.
Touchdown Soweto, Mafethu. This is Hector Peterson, Mafethu, and I'm just calling transport. Well, we're going to be seeing Soweto in a different perspective, Spanisa Ipon. I don't know if you're ready for this, but I am. Konamanje, let's get it. What's up, Lou?
I'm good, how are you?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
You nice?
Nice, yeah.
Okay, so again, Mjele Lou, where are you from exactly? Uban? Mjele ngawe nje.
Yeah, Ulebu out of the Kasi, Soweto, Orlando, West. Yes, today I happen to be the owner and founder of Lebu's Soweto Bicycle Tours and Backpackers.
Ikale kanjani? How did it all start?
Lebu's Backpackers and Bicycle Tours started a Hector Peterson Memorial Site in 1997. We had just dropped out of school and just, unemployed and, looking for a plan. And I used to come to the Uncle TOMz community hall where my friends were doing some theater. And while I was there, I would see a motorist, to the memorial. And I was like, what's really happening there?
Yeah.
And after a couple of months, somehow I just woke up, I was like, yeah, man, one could sell there, And I just went out, I was like, yeah, let me go and see what's happening. And I came and I spent the day just watching what was happening, how many tourists were coming in here. And I could count over 1,000 tourists a day.
Yeah.
And I was like, here, I must come back, And that was the beginning of everything, Yeah.
And how was that? How was the start of that?
Yeah, the Backpackers actually was originally started at my grandparents' house.
Okay.
Through the permission, of course, of my parents.
Yeah.
So I was there, taking care of the house. And when the idea came, you started with my room first, and then later I had to get my family to approve that maybe more beds could be put in. I mean, for me also at the time it was very interesting because it was the first time, somebody backpackers Kasi. Yeah, so it was, something new that we felt today it's gonna work out. There's a market for it. Yeah. So eventually, when we started selling, so I was born. Tourist, Utilona is a budget traveler,
yes.
Olona is a luxury traveler, and obviously we were now looking at more of the younger market. So if I met a young person here who was traveling, I would actually tell them, we also have a place where you could stay here, or we have, alternatives to show you Soweto, different.
How does the bicycle tours and the backpackers combine?
Actually, this was by accident. It was never on the business plan. Now that we have the people staying with you in the morning after breakfast, when I see the area, it's too hot, you know, and you're thinking, ish, we have to go on a 4 hours walking tour, and oh man. And then eventually, you know, I was like, yeah, maybe bicycles, you know. But at that time, I never owned bicycles, so I would always try to hustle some bicycles from people that I knew from the community, where I'd ask them that maybe if they would borrow me their bicycles, I'll give them a certain percentage out of the tour. And actually that became popular. Little did I know that, you know, tourists or white people were into cycling, and that Europeans are into cycling. So in 2006, that's when we offered cycling tours.
Now, my bicycle can have anything from 3 to 30 different gears. Now, gears are wheels that have teeth which slot together and are used to increase the power of a turning force.
Now, gears in a bicycle are connected with a chain, which transfers the force between them. The chain moves to a smaller or larger part of the gear wheel.
Now, when the smallest ring is in the front and the biggest at the back, you are in the lowest gear and will find it easier to climb uphill because the big ring puts more force into the back wheel, making it go slower but pulling harder.
But if you go the other way around, it spins really quickly, making the bicycle fly ahead.
Okay, so in response, we are tourists like us when it comes to the bicycle transportation.
Yeah, I think at first when we started, you know, you looked a little bit funny. I remember, hey, I'm talking about basketball strategy. And then it was quite exciting. How are you? How are you? How are you? But slowly started to grow, you know, where you'd see a lot of people you know, wave, and it's another way of showing you are welcome, you know, and given an opportunity, they'll come also and listen to what you're saying and contribute in a way. But also for tourists, you know, it's exciting because Soweto, it's that thriving township that you've heard about, and there's so much to see. And yeah, when you're in a car, you feel that, yeah, you missed a lot. And when you're on the ground with the people, then you feel that, yeah, I'm part of a community rather than just a tourist within a community. So it gives them that sense of, you know, being part of that tour in the community at the time.
And the tourists feel like they're part of the community.
Yes, you don't stick out too much, you know. That's what I'm saying. Kids, it's easy for my bicycle to join, or anyone on a bicycle. I want to know bicycle. So with that, it makes it even more cool, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amasonda bicycle are different than other types of wheels, like car wheels. They are much taller, which means they make the rider go faster with each turn of the axle.
Now, bicycle wheels also have spokes, those long rods that connect the middle of the wheel with the rim. Now, this strengthens gauge really early. When you stand up a bike, the pressure is distributed among the many spokes, which protects the wheels from giving in.
So Lama frame lawa are also designed to distribute your weight evenly. As you lean forward from the seat to grab the handlebars, your weight is balanced between the back and front wheels. The triangular shape also strengthens it.
TOMz.
Wena kumakhaya ngamakhaya bethu nani yazi nje siyabulela ba uthathe ixesha wasifuna indlebe zakho amehlo akho nexesha lakho bawuhlale nathi apha ku TOMz xa sisamana ngalokho nale transportation.
Now siwajwayele amabhasi kanye namatekisi kodwa lapha ekhaya kuyawaconsidera ukusebenzisa ibhayisikili.
Injalo kayi bethana ngoba wena ungayaziyo ngalokho ibhayisikili lena it uses unrenewable resources kangoba yazi nje xa soqala unyamuza it makes you healthier and stronger.
Definitely nawe ibhayisikili ngakuyisa kwindawo lezo ongakazi uye kuzona uma ushayela ngemoto.
Injalo kayi bethana sesibona ngalokho ba sithetha ngani kanye ujonga.
So this is where we are.
So yeah, so this is the backpackers. So here we are.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good in yourself?
Okay, I'm just tired.
Caddy.
So you're the chef, you cook all that nice food?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right then. So over here we have what is called beef curry.
Okay.
And chicken masala. Some puri. And over here we have some vegetarian.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what do you do?
Yeah, actually we problem yethu enkulu there where we realized abantu basekhaya abaningi ne ebhayisikili into akudala and into engekho easy for thina, right? So we decided to buy ama-tandem. Ama-tandem is like a double bike. So umunye kwazi abe ngapha abe move, umunye abe phambili, and then we can shove a song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then later we realized that man, that's not enough. Still ama-tak-tak. And then ama-tak-tak also they help where abanye abantu bangakwazi ukushova umuntu limele umuntu ngalelo langa lelo kuyashisa kakhulu akwazi ukushova, and then they'll hop into the tak-tak. And the tak-tak now it's easy because then sikwazi uhambelana at the same time now.
The whole experience,
so it offers the same experience.
Yes. So lebungitshele ke, tell us about the love and passion onayo for Soweto. Gas lakho.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the gas is shape, you know, and if thina sikwazile to survive, singabanga abantwana bastood, you know, we really appreciate that with ish. And we've learned so many lessons, and we were fortunate to Slala like Orlando, West or East. We're surrounded by so many things. Amatlapa, football teams, Ziwayo, names, struggle heroes, and you know, the history of Soweto, you know, and people that it had produced, you know, they make us feel like, wow, also we want to make a difference, you know, we want to also put our names in history books, you know, and you know, abantu Soweto personally, you know, our characters are different and they inspire, you know, monga chowalandelela bonke uzowabona man, these are just people abanye abantu, you know, asabantu ngabathola any other township, you know, and me being part of that, seeing them, I see myself in them, you know, and yeah, we are trendsetters in a way, you know. So yeah, and everyone is trying to be different, and that's exciting and rejuvenating, you know, as a business person, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. On our part, we are a little bit involved with community projects, especially which are for youth. Yes. Then we would have volunteers, or when we have free, would engage in some games with the kids, and we encourage tourists to participate in that way. Now we're creating this, you know, we're closing the gap, you know, where also we want tourists, locals to get closer. The kids must get closer to our foreign visitors, get to speak to them, teach them some local games.
So lebungitshele ke, wena ne, do you feel like your goal is accomplished when it comes to the bicycle tour and the backpackers?
No, I don't think it's accomplished, you know. As an entrepreneur, you're always looking for opportunities. I always believe that, you know, it's important money business, my clients are my customer are, you know. So nami ngenza kanjalo ukuthi ngathi okay ngiphelele la. But I just want to say, I'm a customer, they still want more. Like now we started the outdoor restaurant because I saw the opportunity there also compared to my restaurant at home. So as long as anything is over, like a gap, a corner, and if I can do it, so yeah.
Okay. There you have it, Buffets and Money Logutin that we have transport can be used in different forms, and this is what we call mission accomplished. I'm out.
Siphumule bethansi liqumkhuthi na TOMz saya HP nyathi bekumnandi kuyilondo mfondini yazi ntoni bamhlambe wona lokho ngwapha HP nyathi sinazi ifoto esithe upload iyapha uyozitheka bethu nani if mhlambe ke wena ufuna size esikoleni sakho ngwasi-emailela kalokhu ku tomztv@gmail.com okwangoku Thomas sisibona ba HP nyathi kusiphathele into sakho.
Hi guys. Nigran. Ngiyabona ngathi ndingi transport nje.
Yeah, we need the transport. and asazi nokuthi soyithola phi.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, mina ngiphathele indaba ezimnandi ne. Sikhona enye futhi website engangitshela ngayo www.virtualtourist.com. Lapho ningathola any form of transport from ama-taxi, ama-planes, ama-trains, namabhasi kuya yonke indawo la ngifuna ukuya khona la eMzansi. How dope is that?
That's great.
It's fresh, no?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Fresh. You heard it.
Yes, just see, I can't even say to body choice. That's zivuya man.
Because imfundo ibaleka kakhulu bafethu for ikusasa lakho. And since we're talking all about transportation, I wonder ukuthi ikamva layo le transportation lisiphatheleni. Now njengoba nonke nazi ne ama-city wethu just keep on growing, and ochwepheshe bona believe ukuthi more than 60% of the population will live in cities by 2030. Lokhu kuchaza ukuthi we'll be developing new transit systems that makes traveling cheap, easy, traffic-free, quick and safe.
That could be by expanding our rail transport system. Since now Gautrain, which means we could develop railway transportation to a point where all goods and abantu could be moved by train.
Right, so what do you guys say? Could we ride our bicycles at the speed of light? Well, unfortunately, it's a no. The faster you go, the heavier you get. So you'll only get very close to that speed. If you could, however, ride a bike at the same speed as light, a phenomenon called light construction will happen. That means that everything in front of you will seem flat. Imagine then the whole world is flat and you're moving past it. Because you have mass and your speed is infinite, your momentum will also be infinite. The earth would absorb some of your momentum and get hurtled around like crazy. Literally, you would throw the world completely off its e-course and make it explode.
I guess Lando so but what you could do though is check out this awesome competition.
Aha mfethu TOMz iniphathele indaba ezimnandi khona lapha emakhaya.
Ijala kayibetha lezo sinobele sethanda ukuphisa nabo kufika ixesha lokhu.
So wena lapha ekhaya ufuna i-idea episode ufuna uyibona khona la ku TOMz, all you have to do is
send us the idea bafethu, and if it's fresh and brilliant we'll make it a TOMz official episode khona la ku SABC 1.
And not only that, kaloku bethu you get a goodie bag as well as keep us on TOMz 1.
So wena lapha ekhaya all you have to do is send through your ideas on Facebook, which is facebook.com/TOMz. On Twitter we are simply @TOMz_SABC_1.
I get a chance to pull out a look as no see in the instead of Nandi too much can was a bullet about yours Mandaganya Nati and learning about transport and process lay.
No, definitely but first time we want to next time we're going to go to on social media platforms of Facebook, no Twitter's corner but to no again website to www.tomz.co.za. Goodbye.
Yeah, no.
Coming up next time on TOMz, dive into the world of skateboarding to see what it's all about. We're talking with a young Mzansi hero who doesn't let paralysis get him down. Tola kabanzi which scientific principles are involved in a skateboard trick. You may not have a disability, but can you imagine what would happen if everyone in the world was actually blind? Now tune into TOMz every Monday and Tuesday at 4 p.m. right here on SABC 1 Mzansi for sure.